Hello, and welcome to Luna's Literary Corner. My name is Monday, and this is my channel. So, I realized I never did an official kind of video, kind of explaining who I am and what I'm doing here. So, I do want to kind of take this time to give a little background on me, as well as tell you about some of the things I plan to do in the future, at least this year, for my blog as well as my YouTube channel. Okay, so first of all, again, my name is Monday. I am a book blogger as well as an English teacher looking for a new home, or really just a home. Um, I'm I got a bachelor's degree and master's in secondary education in language arts, so I want to be an English teacher for middle school or high school. That's actually kind of where my blog and YouTube started from, because I wanted to have examples for my future students whenever I ask them to do like a book trailer, or if I want them to have a blog, kind of what am I looking for when it comes to format. And I want to have that experience so I can make sure my students will become better equipped with this information. I am currently a librarian. I'm still looking for a teaching job and I'm hoping I get one. But again, with the current climate, it is kind of hard. It's kind of hard to get out there, at least in my opinion. And so I'm hoping that soon I will be able to have a teaching job, that I'm able to do a job that I've wanted to do since I was in second grade. And that's been a long time. I've been working to become a teacher since I was in 10th grade in high school, and it's just something that I really want to do. For right now, my blog and my YouTube channel are the ways that I plan to stay creative, as well as building a portfolio of some of the stuff that I plan to use in the future. Because of that, I want to give an update on some of the things that I plan to do this year as the year goes on and possibly into future years of what I want to do. So for both of my YouTube and blog, I do want to do more grammar related content. Grammar was a topic that I was not good at. I'm still not the best at. Well, one of the things that I want to do is learn more about grammar, but also teach others about the grammar that they're confused about. So I plan to do grammar videos, but also with those grammar videos, come up with kind of bell ringer activities, those early morning classroom activities to help explain some of these grammatical questions. So on YouTube, you'll get the explanation, you'll get kind of that breakdown of what I'm hoping to be able to explain to my students. But on my blog end, you'll also get a PowerPoint not only with that explanation, but also with bell ringer questions that if you're a fellow teacher, you can use in your classroom just as a way to help refresh students very quickly, kind of first 5-10 minutes of class, to help refresh them on this information. I hope that I'm able to do that not only just with like grammatical questions, but also writing based questions such as organization, thesis statements, how to write a resume. Sometimes you're not able to do a full lesson on these different aspects that you want your students to know, that you want people to know. So bell ringers are a great way because they're quick and hopefully simple. And that's what I hope to do with this grammar content. One of the first pieces of grammar content, grammar/writing content that I will be working on is I will be redoing my first grammar video, which was on thesis statements. I realized when tutoring that I was trying to find resources on the three-pronged thesis statements that I could easily provide for a student. And yes, there were some out there, but there wasn't a lot of cohesion with that type of thesis. And it's mostly because once you get to the college level, they want a thesis statement that's a little bit more well-rounded and fleshed out than the three-pronged can really provide. The three-pronged thesis statement kind of limits a person to a 5 body paragraph essay, whereas kind of the more evolved thesis statements allow for flexibility. But there's always has to be a starting point. And so I'm going to revise my thesis statement video, and hopefully that goes well. Now, since this is a YouTube video, I am now going to move on to my YouTube centric stuff. And that is going to be book trailers. I believe one of my first videos that I've posted on this channel was a book trailer. And it's one of my more popular videos on this channel. And I love doing them. I love being able to read a book and then figure out how do I want to present this to an audience to get them interested in this book. It is so fun to do. It's a project that I really want my future students to be able to do, not only because it encourages them to read and understand how they want to present a book to an audience, but it also gives them experience with working with editing software. And if they want to do voiceover, voice software, it gives them the opportunity to do so much more than just a typical, oh, I'm going to do a movie poster for this book. There's a lot more that goes into a book trailer than some of the other type of book projects that a teacher could do. So in ninth grade, that's when I did my first book trailer. It was for A Great and Terrible Beauty by Liba Bray. And it was just so much fun. I was able to work with software that I never worked with before. And it was so much fun seeing all the different works that my classmates created and what I was able to do as well. So while I don't do book trailers that often, I do hope to do more this year. I hope to do more of a focus on book trailers. Another aspect that I'm going to focus on is reading, reciting poetry. I love poetry. I'm not the best at writing it. I am getting better though. In ninth grade, I was able to participate in Poetry Out Loud, where students compete in kind of poetry recitation, and I loved it. It renewed my love of poetry. And sometimes I miss just being on the stage and being able to read poetry, whether it's my own or someone else's work. And so that's something I hope to do more of on this channel, do more poetry videos. So those are my big new things that I hope to do with my YouTube channel. I'm going to try and do a book recap each month. That is something that I've found a rhythm to, to have, and it's always fun to kind of look back and reflect on the books that I've read in the past month. Sometimes you're going to get a lot. Most times it's going to be maybe one or two, but hey, it's a grab bag of books. So now moving on to the blog. This is where I actually spend most of my time at, and it's just because writing is a lot easier and takes up less time for me to do. It's very easy for me to find time to write for at least 5-10 minutes rather than to try to record audio for a video and edit that video. I'm much more limited when it comes to YouTube, whereas with my blog, it's easier for me to do content. So, for my blog this upcoming year, I'm going to focus more on kind of getting out some more reviews. I'm hoping to do more reviews of book adaptations, either in TV show form or movie form. I just recently posted the review of A Simple Favor by Darcy Bell. I started off by reading that book after watching the movie. The movie was great, and that really helped me with the book. But the book, shockingly enough, wasn't better than the movie. So that's something that I hope to talk about more, looking more into, oh, what if I watch the movie or show first and then read the book? How does my perception change of the material? Or if I read the book and then watch the movie and TV show, how does that change? So I'm going to be doing some more reviews, not just of books, but also of the adaptations, the book adaptations. Another thing that I will be bringing back, I did a little bit of in previous years, is my creator spotlight. I am a big proponent of giving praise and kind of showing off all of those who have done creative works. I have so many friends who are amazing artists, who are amazing writers, who do just so many amazing things. And with the creator spotlight, I hope that I'm able to show people a side of them that if you do know them, here's another way you can look at them. Or as a way to just kind of, hey, they're selling art. Look at this art. Buy from them. Support these small creators. It's just so amazing. And any small thing I can do to help, I will do. So I'm always trying to find ways to support not only just my friends, but also small creators. This platform isn't big, but if there's anything out there, that's better than nothing. The next thing that I'm probably going to work on more is more creative projects. So, like I mentioned when talking about the book trailers, I want to have evidence of things that I want my students to do. I want to have proof. Hey, I've done this. I know how to do this. Now let's get you to be able to do this. Everything that I'm going to do is going to be pretty simple because at the end of the day, I don't have that much time to delve into some of the bigger projects. So if I can find a quick and easy kind of creative book project to do, that's great. One of them is going to be creating Spotify playlist that goes with a book. I think that would be so much fun. I love music, I love reading. Combine the two, and you get a great union. There are other creative projects I'm going to look into as well and try to work with them with different types of books. This will probably require me to read some more of the books that I might actually be teaching in order to better look at classical literature and see, okay, how can we put this in a more modern spin? How can I make this more engaging for my students? So I hope I can do some of those at least once a month. And then finally, I will be trying to expand my creative writing chops. So every, I won't say every October, for the past 2 Octobers, I've done Inktober, where it's a prompt each day, and for many people, it's they take that prompt and then draw they draw in their own medium that prompt. Well, I don't draw, but one of my friends did start doing writings for Inktober, and I fell in love with the idea. So I made it my goal to take these Inktober prompts and do a horror themed piece of writing every day. And I actually really loved it. I have never been good at creative writing, but it's so much fun being able to do that. And so I'm hoping to be able to take some of those maybe 50-word short things that I wrote and expand it into fuller length short stories or other creative writings. It's something that I actually really enjoy and I hope to expand on more. Okay, so that is kind of my channel update. There might be more that comes about as the year goes on that I didn't talk about here. I might even create an official channel trailer. I don't know. I am the worst procrastinator there is. I make all these big plans and then they just kind of fall through. I just procrastinate too much to the point where, well, it doesn't happen. And I'm hoping this year I can fix that because I really, I really want to do so much more and have a lot more fun with this. with my blog and with my YouTube, even if I get to a point where I can make money off of it, I'm not going to, because that's not what this is for. This is a way for me to hone on the skills that I did learn and just keep growing as a person so that I can better help students. Because I'm never going to be the best at anything I do in either one of these platforms. But if I know just enough to be able to pass those skills on to other students, I know I'm going to have a student who will take that skill and do amazing things with it. So, yeah, I hope you stay tuned throughout the rest of this year for some of the new things that I have coming up. I will say I will have a book trailer coming out soon for the book Again But Better by Christine Riccio. I really enjoyed it, and after I got done reading it, I just immediately had the image for a book trailer, so I'm hoping that turns out well. And again, if you have any suggestions about what you want to see from this channel, what you may want to see in my blog, let me know. With my grammar videos, especially, because it is meant to help other people. Yes, I'm making these to help me, but I'm mostly helping these to help you and other people. So again, let me know in the comment section below what you want to see from me, what you want to see from this channel. Bye, and have a wonderful day.